Hello everyone, it's Sunday the 22nd of August. I've been to my local car boot sale flea market this morning. It's the final one of the year at that location. If I go again I'll have to travel further afield. So I wanted to buy at least something to commemorate the occasion. And there wasn't much on offer because it was slightly damp this morning, and I think there was a bit of rain after some of the stall holders had set up as well, because there was definitely some items that were a bit wet on display. Anyway, this is what I bought. 2 small hammers. Don't need them, already got 25 hammers knocking around the workshop, but these are smallish ones and they were 50p each, so they fulfilled the objective of at least buying something. I think I'll probably shorten the handles on those because they are a bit ridiculously long for the size of the hammer. These 3 items came from one seller, £1 each. This is a Wearer electrician's screwdriver, so this brand is a premium brand. I think they sell for about £5 to £6 still, this particular screwdriver. Phillips number 1, plus these 2 Record Junior 2-inch clamps. So I think that's 4 I've got in my clamp drawer at the moment. I've got this nice Torpedo level. I've just been giving it a light sand with some sandpaper just to highlight the writing on the brass bit. It's Raybone, warranted correct. I can tell you it's not correct anymore, because if you put the level on the surface, note where the bubble is, and then spin it round, put it in exactly the same surface, the bubble doesn't go to exactly the same spot. So it's just made a lie of my statement there by going to exactly the same spot, but I've tested it before. It's a little bit out, I think, but it does have adjustment screws. With this Stanley 10015 knife, those 2 were £1, so they're quite nice. And the other item I got was this Titan mouse sander, which was £2 from a guy who was getting rid of some of his tools because he's moved into a new build house, and he said he doesn't need to do DIY anymore. It works as advertised, and it'll make a good spare backup unit. And that was today's haul. Also went to a car boot sale yesterday. I got these fairly long nippers. They were £1. I also visited a stall. A guy had what he was calling duplicates of his tools. I think he was a slight collector, a bit like me, in that he had some interesting stuff that he had duplicates of, and he was getting rid of it. So I got this fold out 2-foot rule. It's a nice bit of kit. Again, it's a Raybone, inches only, but I think that'll clean up nicely. He also sold me 2 tiny little files which measure less than 6 inches each, including the tang. A bit rusty, but I think they'll come up in a rust bath. A couple of tap handles, or are they die handles? With taps in place, dies in place, sorry. This interesting nail puller. Go under and just lever it up. I think that's quite a nice little design. Beats having to use a claw hammer. And this 4-inch bicycle wrench, marked 1953 on the head there. C2418 CJNS stamped in it. I can't see any other markings, but it's a about 4 1/4 inch size. So those were all from the one seller. Those were £3 for the lot, including the ruler. Got this nice oiler, West Germany, metal, I think possibly brass spout. Seems to be in good order, although it's got nothing in it, so I can't actually test it. Bit of sediment in the bottom of that one, so it'll need cleaning out before I get to use it. Slight dent in the bottom, but that's not bad. This was, did I say it was £1? And the other item I got was this, which is a tiny bicycle wrench. It is a King Dick. It says it on the in the middle, and it's a 3-incher, and that was £2. So I was quite pleased to pay to find that, and didn't mind paying £2, although that's usually far more than I'd be willing to pay. On this occasion, because it's the dinky one, I thought I'd better have it. I also went car boot shopping last Sunday. And I bought this, which is a Morse code tapper. I bought this because I thought I'd try and make a buzzer and light bulb circuit and give it to my daughter. She's just become a primary school teacher, so she might like that as a classroom demonstration tool at some point. Quite nice, I quite like it. It's very simple. That was £5, and I only purchased from one other seller at last week's car boot sale, and all this lot, and a couple of American tools in there. That is a vise grip, I believe, from the logo, although I haven't cleaned it up yet. It's a 6.5 inch model, does work, and this 12 inch diamond cork and horseshoe from Duluth, Minnesota, diamaloy. The head travels nicely, although it's a bit rusty. A King Dick 8 inch adjustable, an Allura ratchet handle with the one of those push through adapters. A very interesting model. And this, which is a Stanley, I think, because of the design of that logo, it's incredibly early. Stanley number 78. It is missing its it's a rebate plane, I believe, or rabbit plane as it's maybe known in North America. So I think it's missing its guides on the side, but it's a really early example of this. I think they were in production for quite a long time. Says they're patented June 7th 10, so 1910. Yeah, so probably over 100 years old. So those items all together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items, £3. So I was quite happy with that. And that's my recent car boot shopping. Thanks for watching.